A very good morning to everyone. My name is Falgun and welcome to this channel. So today we are going to discuss about excretion and without further ado, let us start the video. So now let us understand about the excretion process. Okay, so in unicellular organism, excretion there also it occurs, but the excretion process is very much simplified in the unicellular organism. In unicellular organism, excretion occurs by very simple process, that is diffusion. Okay, the excretion, the excretory products which is harmful to the body of an unicellular body, that will be removed out of a body through the simple diffusion, as I have mentioned now, right? But in the case of multicellular organisms, there are some specialized organs which does this excretion process. Okay, so what are those organs and what the whole process of excretion in the multicellular organism, let us discuss by understanding the human excretory system. Okay, so let us understand the definition. Let us go with the definition of the excretion. Okay, it's a biological process which involved in the removal of harmful metabolic waste from the blood is called excretion. So excretion is a process in which the waste which is present in the blood, that will be removed by the process, that is excretion. Okay, so what are the waste which is present in the blood? Basically the waste are something like urea and ammonia, uric acid. These are the waste which is present in the blood. Okay, that waste is removed, okay, by the set of specified organs, okay, in the human body. So that those kind of organs, which are whole set of organs, is this whole system is called as an excretory system. Okay, so now let us understand what is the basic difference between excretion and ejection, right? So many of you guys may be having the doubt in between this excretion and ejection, right? So excretion is excretion is the process in which there is the removal of waste occurs from the blood, that is performed, that activity is performed by the kidney or whole excretory system, I would say. Okay, basically what I mean to say here is excretion is a process in which waste is removed from the blood. Okay, but in the case of ejection, the whatever food we are eating, okay, from the food, the undigested food that remains in the small intestine and that passes to large intestine and to outside through the anus, right? That kind of that undigested food is called waste, right? That is also waste, one kind of waste. That process of removing out of that undigested food, that is called ejection. There is a difference in between excretion and ejection. Excretion, once again I am saying, excretion is the removing the waste from the blood. Ejection is the removing the waste which is remained in the, which is undigested food, I would say, or waste which is remained in the small intestine that passed to the large, then to outside. So there is a huge difference in between them, right? So now let us understand the whole system of excretion process, excretion process in the human, right? So this whole process occurs by the various associated organs, or the main organs which is present, which is responsible for the excretion. Those are pair of kidneys, okay, pair of uterus, urinary bladder and urethra. So as we know, kidneys, these are the kidneys, right? Kidney, basically in kidney there is a number of numerous number of nephrons, right? So kidney is made up of thousands number of nephrons. So after this we are going to discuss about the ultrastructure of a nephron itself. Okay, so before that, let us understand the functionality of each and every other organs other than the kidney. Okay, so kidney basically produces urine. How it produces, that is I'm going to discuss a bit further. Now let us understand let us take this kidney produced the urine, right? So here the urine is produced. Here the urine is produced by the nephron. Okay, that urine is transferred to the urinary bladder. Okay, so what is the role of ureter here? So basically the role of ureter is to transport the urine which is from the kidney to urinary bladder. Okay, the kidney to the urinary bladder. Transfer of a urine from the kidney or from the kidney to the urinary bladder. That is it. The role of ureter is that much. Okay. Coming further, what is the role of urinary bladder? Now here the kidney produces the urine, right? The urine is now present in the urinary bladder. Urinary bladder basically stores the urine in it, okay, for a temporary basis. It stores the urine for a temporary basis. Okay, so the pressure builds up in the urinary bladder. Okay, as a result urine is released through the urethra. Okay, the urine is released through the urethra. So this urinary bladder is connected to the brain. Which portion of the brain? That is the hind brain. It is connected to the hind brain, right? So in the hind brain 3 parts are there, right? It is connected to the pons. Okay, pons is a part of an hind brain. Okay, as a result it regulates, this process is regulated by the brain. Okay, so let us understand about the structure of nephron. As we know, nephron is an excretory unit of the whole kidney, right? So this is the structure of a nephron. Okay, so in the structure of a nephron we have some parts of the nephron. This is the first part, this is the first portion of the nephron, that is Bowman's capsule. Then comes PCT, then comes Henle's loop, then comes DCT, then comes this is not a part of a nephron, but here the urine gets collected. Okay, so let me first make you understand about the structure of the nephron. Then we can able to understand the functionality of the nephron. Okay, let us move on to the structure part first. Okay, so here let me say you something. Here the renal artery basically brings down the blood which contains waste product. Okay, so here this is the capillary portion of the blood. These are the blood capillaries. Okay, so here from the blood the waste gets absorbed into the Bowman's capsule. Okay, the waste get absorbed into the Bowman's capsule. Okay, not only the waste but also apart from the waste some required nutrients also gets absorbed into the Bowman's capsule. Okay, so the first portion does the absorption stuff. Okay, so it absorbs the nutrients, required nutrients, as well as the waste product. Okay, so this is the first part, that is ultrafiltration. This ultrafiltration occurs in this region. Okay, so once the blood gets filtered out, okay, here in this tube there is presence of waste as well as required nutrients. Okay, then comes secondary function of the nephron, that is performed by the PCT. Okay, in this portion the required nutrients like water, glucose and amino acid gets absorbed into the blood capillary here. Okay, into the blood capillary, right? So that is what we call it as a reabsorption. Okay, that process is called as a reabsorption. Here the required nutrients are reabsorbed into the blood vessel. Okay, so that is what happens here. Okay, coming further, here comes the Henle's loop. What is the main function of the Henle's loop? Basically, it absorbs the Na plus ions and water from the waste. Okay. Apart from the waste, there is also present, as I mentioned earlier, apart from the waste, there is also presence of some required nutrients for our body, which is required by our body. Okay, it is also present. There is also presence of some required nutrients apart from the waste. So that is Na plus ions. That Na plus ions is absorbed by the Henle's loop. That is the role of a Henle's loop. Coming further, this part of the loop is called as an DCT. DCT is nothing but distal convoluted tubule. PCT is nothing but proximal convoluted tubule. Okay. So what is the role of DCT? This portion, DCT tubule. What is the role of it? DCT basically secretes the potassium ions. It secretes the potassium ions to maintain the ionic flow in the waste. It basically secretes the potassium ions. So basically what we have learned from here is DCT performs the activity of secretion. That is the main function of DCT, while PCT performs the activity of reabsorption. Okay, so secretion of ions also completed. Secretion of ions is done by DCT. Okay, reabsorption of required nutrients and ions is done by PCT. Okay, Helen's loop also helps in maintaining the flow of Na plus ions and water. Okay, and coming further, this whole the waste is now concentrated. Okay, the waste is now concentrated, so we can call it as a concentrated waste that will be collected in the collecting duct. Okay, this collecting duct is connected to the ureter, right? Pair of ureter, as we have discussed earlier, right? This collecting duct is connected to the pair of ureter. Now from the ureter it passes to the urinary bladder, then to outside through urethra. Okay, so this was all about the excretion in the human beings. Okay, thank you for watching this video. If you really like this video, please make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe this channel for more videos based on the biological topics, right? Thank you.